It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest three-game win streak. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the second most in his career, 31 touchdown passes, and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and is tough as any receiver in the NFL.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 40.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 17 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I think when they look at the offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
This is Carson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Jalea, get up and go eat something, baby.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On third down, Wilson. They're able to find Dorsett. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. This will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So for Hawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 13 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that, too.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Throwing, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Cousins. That's caught at the 1, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
There's keepers. No, green. You can go for either of them. Because you're not using the water, you're just going to use the water you have to drink.
7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts.
Spit it into the toilet. Spit it into the toilet.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were
When you
focused on the
spit,
trenches.
when you go to spit out the crap in your mouth, spit it into the toilet.
You've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I know they may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Third and short yardage. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Flushed out right. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Carson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson looking for the tight end Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
They run. Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
A gain of 15.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is the ability to play the ball in the air and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
The Classic Bowls.
The kickoff team on the field now is
Get something for Zoe because you know she won't eat unless you make her.
This is DJ Reed returning.
Yes.
And makes it across the 20.
Probably not.
These guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
One thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, they are a run-first group, but when they throw the ball, they want to throw it downfield and sting defenses. And Philip Dorsett provides great speed and a good target downfield in order to get that done. Nice catch there. His speed adds an extra dimension to the Seahawks offense.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Second and 5 now. Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Lockett. And that's good for a Seahawks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's good for 28 yards. To throw again is Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you did.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. He was was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
4 to 5 seconds. 45 seconds.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. Remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
First and 10, Cousins. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
The Seahawks 46-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Give to Cook out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Vikings first down.
Cousins on first down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Extra point try by Bailey. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
14.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out first and 10. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
Now Cook. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
First down, Vikings.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate, Stephon Diggs, to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On third down, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
48-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this a plan to Lockett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
But it's now 3rd down.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of
So return to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now on 2nd and 13, Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
intended for Dalvin Cook. Incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Third and long for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They call 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Bailey now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
At the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by George Iloka. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now you're...
Come on.
Discipline comes into question.
Come on.
This stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Let's go. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10. At at their own 18-yard.
You see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They run with both. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, a new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
He's going to let it fly. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. Drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He can run for it, and he will. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this.
And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play call.